lesson 12.
So if I ask you where we are, is where are we?
Yes. Where
All
are we?
right. Where are we? Okay.
Yep. It's always so like let me see. Right, when you say a sentence, it's always like it always starts with the subject.
Okay.
So we are here. But in a question, the order changes, right? So it's where are we? So in the question, the subject comes after the verb.
Okay.
Right? Where are we? We are here. It's always like that in English, right? So it'd be like, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? We are practicing English.
Yeah, the answers I knew it, but the question I don't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the question it always changes.
Where we are.
Where are we? And like if you want to find out what page we are on in the book, you say like, what page are we on? But we are on page, I don't know what page it is because we don't have a physical book right now, but you say like, we're on page 112. But what page are we on?
And when I'm talking in personal, I know that I have to say, where am I? But I don't know. I never think about when I thinking about us. I never think where we are. Where are we?
Right. So you already know that, like when you're talking about yourself, you just have to apply the same word order now to other subjects. Like, where are you? Where are we? Where are they? Where am I? Where is he? Yeah.
Where is he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
okay.
Just remember that. But I think you're doing a good job, man.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on lesson 12.
Lesson 12.
Yeah. So almost at the end of this book already. It was really fast.
Really? We are on lesson 12?
Yeah, we've been moving really quickly through this book.
I printed the book like 3 weeks ago, I think.
Well, there was one day I think we skipped a lesson because it was almost the exact same thing from like the last book. It felt like we had just done the same thing, so we all decided to move forward. But
that I lost it that time because I think that we were on lesson 8 or 9, and then lesson 11, or I don't know what happened. And I'm like, come on, what happened?
Yeah. This level became really repetitive, and you guys were getting it really, really easily. So I looked at the lesson and I saw there's no new material here. We just skipped a couple of lessons.
Okay.
But we only skipped, I think, one or two. We're just moving really fast, so yeah, that's good.
And
yeah, day 12.
And do you have ready the new book?
Let's see. Do I have the new book ready? Well, it's gonna be the same. Like for the next class, I'll send you a digital book.
Yes, because we have lesson 13 and 14, I think.
Well, we have today's lesson 12, right?
Yes.
So next week we'll do 13 and then 14. 14, I think, is the
exam.
Is the exam.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Advanced English final exam.
Yep. So that'll be homework next week.
Okay.
So we should finish 12 today. We should finish lesson 13 on Monday, and then the exam you can do during the week, and on Wednesday, we'll start the next course.
Okay.
So you just printed the book, and we're already done with it pretty much. So.
But are you going to send it again?
Yeah. I'll send it again. We'll keep doing the same thing.
Okay. All right, teacher. The English school submit a a message and they say that they're thinking about open the school, but just
Mhm.
to personal classes.
Right.
But,
For private lessons.
all right, but not to made it with your group, right?
Right, exactly. Because uh, the state of Colorado still has some restrictions. Like we can't have group classes because our classrooms are too small. So you would
Yeah.
just have to have one-on-one classes. And if you read that email or the information, I think it's
Yes.
the prices are different. It's a little more expensive. And we don't know yet if we will do that. I think the director of the school is trying to see what people think and see if people
Yes.
will want to do classes that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know like when exactly that would happen. I don't know if I would teach at the school if that happens or if I would continue to teach over the computer. We're just
Okay.
starting to talk about it and starting to think about it because I know a lot of people a lot of my students a lot of my students like online classes, but a lot of them don't like the online classes.
I
And
don't like it.
you don't care or you don't have a preference.
No, I don't like it. The online classes. I prefer the when you are on the class.
Yeah, I prefer classes in person, right? Face to face
Yes.
classes. I
Yes.
think they're better. I think everybody prefers face to face classes. So
Yeah.
we want to open the school, but there's still some conditions like that
Yes.
we haven't met, that we haven't figured out. So
Yeah, but I think that we're going to do the same thing maybe the rest of the month, right?
yeah, probably at least for the rest of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep doing this in the meantime. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just keep teaching and I wait to hear news. So maybe if you have an opinion, I mean, uh, you can respond to that email, or I think
Yeah,
my
I
boss made a
wrote.
survey on Facebook.
Yeah, I wrote that I don't like the online class. That I know that I have to do that, but I tell him that I don't like it and I don't want the personal class. I want to do this class,
Right.
with
I
my
would
group.
I would prefer, yeah, to see you guys in person and actually have face to face classes too.
Yes, but
I hope we get there, but we don't know right now.
yeah,
Anything
I
could
know.
happen. Yeah,
But
so
well,
yeah, so it's something to think about. I'll think about it, and if I get more information, I will let you know. But right now, you have all
yeah,
the same information that I have.
yeah, because I know you are the teacher, so I think that you are the most important person that they have to say something about the class, and they ask
Yeah,
you what do you think about that, and you can tell us what happened with the class and with the school.
right. I can give them feedback from my students, right? So
Yeah.
you can. All right. Yeah, man. I'll I'll keep that in mind when we talk about it because I will talk to David about it at some point.
All right.
But you are not alone. I think everybody prefers classes in person, face to face at the school, right?
Yeah.
But it's good that like people like you are still practicing, during this time when we can't be at school,
Yeah.
I like that we can still do the class even though we can't go to the school, right?
mm, yes, because also also with the work, uh, go to the school is the little things that you can do out of your house, and
Hmm.
then
Totally.
and then with this you have to take the class in your house, so you are on your house all the time.
Right. You're stuck inside all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I never leave my apartment now, but but at least I leave for my other job and you leave for your other job. You said it's been nice outside, so you've been working and
Yeah.
it's been nice weather. So, but I agree. Yeah, it's the school is a nice place to socialize and like get out of the house too.
Yes,
So it's totally different from home, but
but you,
it's better than nothing.
yes, but you said that you started to work on your other work, right?
Yeah, yeah, I've been
Mm,
working there for over a month now. The restaurant has been very, very busy.
really?
It's been very busy. Yeah.
That's great.
It's really good because my job is secure there. You know, it's consistent.
And even if it is just to go.
Even if it's just something to do, right? Is that what you wanted to say? Like, because I don't want to sit at home all day. It gives me a place where I can go. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I really like. I need to get out of my house. I go crazy if I am stuck at home, and I think you can relate. It sounds like you have a similar
Yeah.
situation. So, yeah, man. So I feel you. I understand. And I hope we get back to the school soon. But hey, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Some people say this is all over. Other people say it's going to continue into the fall. I don't.
I don't know because I heard in the news that they say that Texas and Denver is the only states in the country that has a lot of things open.
Huh. I am from Georgia, and I heard on the news that they are opening everything in Georgia this week.
Yeah, and in Texas too. The past week they say that all in Texas is open. My
Everything is open. Really,
Yes,
really.
I called with my cousin this last Sunday, and
Huh?
he said that he was coming from El Paso because he lives on Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say if you are living in some place, you have in or on.
I live in Albuquerque.
Okay, so he lives in Albuquerque, and then he said that he was coming from El Paso because he went to I don't know, to take out or to walk on the mall and something because
Mm-hmm.
all of the stores and everything in El Paso it is open.
Interesting. So I know a lot of people in Texas were protesting. They were out like protesting because they want everything to open. I don't I don't know because I don't have a wow, I do have a friend in Texas. I forgot about that. but he never really goes out, so he hasn't told me about things opening and closing. I know my family lives in Georgia, and Georgia's starting to open salons, bowling alleys, restaurants. I think are opening in Tennessee as well. So I know it's Colorado, Texas, Tennessee, Georgia. Those states are opening some businesses, but not all of them. Are they opening all businesses in Colorado now?
No, not all the businesses. Let me see. They say that after this Friday, all the dentists, optometrists, playgrounds, tattoo shops, salons,
Mm-hmm.
personal trainers, and things like that can open.
Okay,
But the restaurants, stadiums, bars, gyms, movie theaters, and playgrounds is keeps up closing.
they're gonna stay closed. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, well, so some things are opening, some things are staying closed. I think
Yeah.
that's sort of what's happening everywhere that I know here in Georgia.
Yeah.
But like I think New York is still pretty much completely closed, right? Like it's really bad in New York. So I'm pretty sure that in New York, like they are not opening things like
Yes.
they are everywhere else, right? But I don't know. I think we should open everything. Um, but that is not the most popular opinion. A lot of people uh, want to continue these safety measures, right? They want to keep social distancing. I personally think that we should all just go about our lives, and people who are at risk, like older people, should stay at home and not work. Um,
Yeah.
but that's a controversial opinion because I guess if we open the economy, there's some people who won't be able to work who are at risk and they won't be able to go back to work. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a complicated issue, but I think we should all get on with our lives because we can't stop a virus. It will spread, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a complicated topic. Everybody has a different opinion, right?
Yeah. I think that we can keep doing these things as we are doing like 2 months, maybe
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the month. and after
Sure.
that we will see what's happened with the rest of the states here in the country, and then if the president say that everything is better, well, we can open the cities.
Hmm. And that's possible. So maybe at the end of May we will be able to, yeah,
Yeah.
see some changes happen. I hope so. I would like to. I would like to be able to go travel or go camping. A little bit. So I hope it's really soon. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yes.
But
All right.
anyways, we can begin the class for today. We'll start with some questions. Have you ever, talking about the past? We'll review the word take, anew, sequential statements and concurrent statements. Interesting. Camping, conditional tense with the word would, and what would you do? So
What is the statements, teacher?
statements is declaraciones. So una declaración, a statement, just a sentence or a statement, a declaration.
Statement is a declaración.
Mm-hmm.
As like what?
As in like a sentence, una oración. Like it's not a question. It's just a statement. I am hungry. Una declaración. Una
Okay.
oración. Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get to sequential statements and concurrent statements. Secuencial, concurrente. We'll see that in a minute here. But to start, we'll practice the past perfect, right? I have gone camping a lot. Have you ever gone camping?
Yes, teacher, and I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, so have you gone camping for a long time, like since you were a kid, or just recently?
Yeah, no, when I was little and with my family, my brothers and my father and my mother, and in Mexico, in Chihuahua, there is some
Mhm.
place that is special to make camping.
Go
And
camping, you say?
yes, and we went there like I don't know, how do you say veces? For example, cinco veces
5 times.
or 5 times. For
Yeah.
example, like 5, 7 times per year, I think.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so you guys went camping a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was really close from Chihuahua, like 2 hours maybe,
Hmm.
and you can go all the weekend. You can go after work on Friday,
Yeah.
and go camping all the Saturday, half day on Sunday, and then go back to your house.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, that makes it really easy to go on a short weekend trip.
Yes, and it
All right.
it was really really nice because there is let me see how say there is like a spring teacher.
Mm. Like water, uh,
Yes,
like a
and
like it comes out of the ground.
yes, and then make something like a river with the spring, and it has a few places to be there.
Okay. Is it a hot spring? Is it like warm water? Or is it just like a regular river, like a cold river?
No, no, because when they were born from the spring,
Right. But like in Colorado, we have hot springs, right? But a spring can just be like a any water source that comes from underground. Like it's common in the mountains, you have a spring, uh,
Yes,
and that turns into a river. But that's different from hot springs like aguas termales, right?
yeah, no, no, there is just water. They don't
Just
have a
regular springs. Like
yes.
okay, yeah. Well, it sounds really nice. I mean, I've always loved the mountains. I've always loved camping. So that's cool that you were able to do that a lot.
But I never been here on some spring waters or something like that.
Yeah, there's I mean beautiful rivers in the mountains and a lot of springs. And there's hot springs too here. A lot of, hot water comes out of the earth too. A lot of beautiful places to see. Uh when you say cerca de, it's close to. Lejos de is far from. So that's
Okay,
tricky because it's a different word with close and far. So like you say like, oh, it's close to Chihuahua or it's far from Chihuahua.
okay, all right.
Yeah, just remember that. It's never close from, close to. But yeah, cool, man. Um, let's see, number 3. Have you ever roasted marshmallows?
Mm, no, I don't like the marshmallows.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like marshmallows. Yeah, they're okay. But do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate?
Yes, I like chocolate.
So I don't like marshmallows very much, but when you put chocolate and then a graham cracker on it, it's so delicious. Oh my gosh.
Really? With
Yeah.
chocolate?
S'mores. Have you ever had s'mores?
No. What
Okay,
is
I
that?
don't know if there's a word for it in Spanish for s'mores. It's when you roast a marshmallow and then you put it between two graham crackers with
Yeah.
a piece of chocolate. I mean, I have done that a lot. We would go camping and we would roast marshmallows. We would always bring chocolate and graham crackers and make s'mores. It's spelled like that.
But that marshmallows that make you crazy?
I don't know. What do you mean? But like just because
No,
there's a lot of sugar?
no. That the marshmallows. What is marshmallow?
Okay, it's a kind of here we're talking about a kind of candy. How do you not I don't know if you maybe you're thinking about the music. There's a guy named Marshmallow. Malvavisco?
Oh, all right.
Malvavisco. So they're like squishy, soft, sugary desserts.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is, but I was thinking about the hongos teacher. I don't know how to say it in English.
Oh, okay. With chocolate, that would be weird. Okay, now I understand why you were confused. Like, hongos is mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. All right, yes.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
I was thinking the marshmallows it was hongos. That's what I say. No, I never roasted marshmallows because I don't like mushrooms, but
Okay.
it's a different thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They're very different. I like marshmallows. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. You said
That,
you don't like mushrooms?
yes, that's what I say. That this the mushrooms. It is things that make you crazy. You know.
Oh, now I
No,
understand. Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because there are psychedelic mushrooms that make people hallucinate. Yeah. Okay. Now I understand.
yeah. I was
Now
confused. Sorry.
that's all right. No, that's a good way to remember. Now you won't forget the difference. Like marshmallows, malvaviscos,
So
mushrooms,
yeah.
hongos.
So well, yes, I have roasted marshmallows, and because every time that you go camping, you
Mhm.
have to do that.
You have to.
Yes.
If it's kind of cold outside, you have to have a fire.
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
have a fire, you have to roast marshmallows. It is
Yes. For
a
sure.
part of the experience for sure.
Yeah. Put it on something, whatever you want, something from the tree. You cut something and then put it the marshmallows inside. Put it there and then put it on the fireplace.
Yep. Yep. You get like you get a stick or a branch off of a tree, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You hold the marshmallow on a stick. Yeah. So I did that a lot too. Yeah. I have very good memories of roasting
For
marshmallows.
sure.
Yeah.
Now I understand what you say when you put up marshmallows with chocolate.
Right, with chocolate and crackers. Yeah, when I cook I love mushrooms. They're very different. But when I cook mushrooms, yeah, I mean, I make them with normal food. I promise. I do not eat mushrooms and chocolate.
No, but
All right.
I was thinking something like a sandwich with with the mushroom between the two pieces of chocolate.
That sounds disgusting. That's funny. No,
Uh,
mushrooms, hongos, mushrooms. Yeah, but you say you don't like mushrooms, right?
yeah, I don't like it.
Right. No worries. Most people, I think, a lot of people don't like. But all right, let's continue here. Number 4. Have you ever seen wildlife while you were camping?
Yes, teacher. A few times.
And what did you
Mm,
see?
I see.
In the past, I saw.
I saw a
Okay.
deer and buffalo.
And a buffalo. Oh yeah. Was
Yeah.
that in Colorado or in Mexico?
Not in Mexico.
Okay. There's a lot of buffalo or bison.
Yes.
They're also called.
Yeah,
There's a lot of those here.
I saw it when I was working on the mountains in Black. I
Oh
saw a
yeah.
lot of I saw a lot of buffaloes and bisons when I was coming to my home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that would be a really beautiful place to live and work. You'd see a lot of
Yes.
wildlife. Yeah. Cool. All right. Next one. Have you ever gone to the beach?
Yes, teacher, I have gone to the beach.
All right. When did you go and for how long?
It was, I think, when I was in Barcelona 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to go to the beach in Barcelona. Yeah. That'd be fun. I applied for a job in Madrid, not Barcelona, but I applied for a job in Madrid. But
Really?
yeah, but that was before coronavirus.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Me
now
too.
I don't know if they will continue the program. They say that they will continue the teaching program. It's a teaching job in Spain. Um,
And teaching what?
Teaching English. Yeah,
That's amazing.
it would be. I would think it would be amazing. So
And they
I
pay
mean,
you everything?
they pay a decent salary. It's not the best, but it's enough to pay for your housing and food and stuff. So the pay is okay, and it's only like 20 hours a week. So the idea is that I could get more students and I could make more money. So
Yes.
it's like a decent job, but really it would be I would do it for the experience,
Yeah,
so I
sure.
could live in Spain because I know you did that. How was it?
Oh man. I think I will remember that all the time for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So I mean, you there's nothing like you know having new experiences, living in a new country, meeting new people. Like yeah, it's something that
Yes, for sure. And there is people from everywhere.
hmm in Spain.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, did you learn Catalan when you were there?
Oh, a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think it would be hard. I don't know, like
Yeah,
in
I
Barcelona.
took I took just a few classes about Catalan, but I cannot learn a lot because I was thinking my normal classes in the mornings, and then I have to work, and then after that a few classes of Catalan.
Okay.
So it
All right.
was
So
hard.
you were really busy, so there's too much for
Yeah.
you to do. But yeah, I really want to go, but right now I don't know if I can. I don't know if they will continue the teaching program. They say that they are continuing the program, and I will hear something from them shortly. But I don't know. Anything could happen, and maybe they will cancel it. So we'll see what happens.
There is a lot of programs that you can go from some mm, oh I'll say it's like a factory, I don't know, or where they're making like milk or cheese or something, and
Mm-hmm.
they can give you a place to live there, and at the same time you are working for them.
Interesting.
So they can give
Interesting.
you the food and the living place,
Yeah.
and then you work for them, and you can do that by 1 month.
Interesting.
And at
But
the same time you can, because you are working from 7 to 2 p.m., and the rest
mm,
of the time is to you. You can do whatever you want the rest of the time.
so that's kind of like the teaching job. They pay you enough to pay for your apartment and your food,
Yes.
and it's not a full-time job. It's like part-time. It's like half-time maybe.
Yeah.
So it's a similar idea, but the job that I applied for, it's like I think it's 8 months or something. So it would be a longer period of time over there.
Yeah.
Um, I would probably try to get I would try to get more students and stuff, so I could make a little more money and like travel to France and Germany and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's really really easy and cheaper travel there.
Oh yeah, in Europe, it's so
Yeah,
much easier to travel.
yeah.
In the
I
United States, it's expensive to travel. It's a big country. Like there's no trains. I mean, there are trains, but the tickets are extremely expensive.
yes, I can remember that when I was in Barcelona, I bought a ticket uh, to go to Madrid and to see some soccer play,
Mhm.
and it was like euros, I think.
To go from Barcelona to Madrid.
Yes,
That's like that's a long ride. So that's really affordable, right? That's a good price. So yeah, I really want to travel in Europe. I have never been to Europe. So yeah, I really want to go. So yeah. How did you find out about that? You worked at like the milk factory or the dairy factory?
no, because when I was in Mexico, I was looking for something to start in Spain, and some friend told me that she was mm, she wants the same thing, go to Spain and
Hmm.
study something. So we made everything to go there, and after that we were studying there, and she has a friend there, and then he was the person that told us that
Mhm.
what we can do to go to the factories. It's not the same factory always. You can find a lot of places that can give it to you the same thing.
Interesting. All right. So you just have to know somebody, right? It's like
Yeah.
if you know the right person, you have access to the opportunities.
Yes. Yes.
All right. That's really cool. So I don't know anybody in Spain, so I just found this program like they hire teachers from the United States every year. Um, so I'm going to try to do that, but we'll see what happens. Right now, it's possible that I won't be able to do it this year, but I wanted to do it this fall.
I think that all the people in Spain knows how to travel easy.
Yeah, so they're going to open up the country as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
They want people to be able to travel. Their economy needs it. The economy is kind of bad in Spain, from what I hear.
Ah, well, I want to go again.
Yeah. I hope we both get to go soon.
Yeah.
Eh. All right, let's keep going here. What's next? This is just more but ask your own follow-up questions. So you can ask me number one.
To share, have you ever gone windows shopping?
Yes, I have. Um, do you know what window shopping is?
No, to share.
It's when you go to a store, and it is not literally about windows. We're not talking about windows. It's when you go to a store and you just look and you don't buy anything. You just look at the prices and you don't buy anything. So I have gone window shopping at shoe stores. I have looked at the shoes, tried them on, and then I went home and bought the shoes online.
So the window shopping is just to take a walk in the
It's when you go to a store, but you don't plan to buy anything.
all right.
Yeah. So here the idea is it says at the top of this page, let's see. Now ask your own follow-up questions. So the idea would be after I answer, you ask me one more question about it, right?
Okay.
Uh, but now you can ask me, let's see, you can ask me any of these questions. Pick a
Mm,
question.
um, whatever.
You can ask, do you see the questions on the screen here?
Yes.
But you can ask anything as long as it's have you ever,
Oh, all right.
or you can use these questions.
Have you ever been in Egypt?
I have never been in Egypt. No. Yeah. Have you ever been to Egypt?
No, but I remember that because I'm reading something about that, and I saw the book, and then I think, oh, I'm going to
Oh,
ask you something.
I want to travel the whole world. I want to go to
Yes, me
Europe. I
too.
want to go to Asia. I want to go to the Middle East. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Australia. But I have never been to Egypt. Yeah. So, try to ask a follow-up question. So like a similar on the same topic, right? So I've never been to Egypt. No.
And
Hmm.
with the
Guess it's
same
hard.
with, have you ever?
So the idea here is, for example, you ask me like, uh, have you ever watched a parade? I say, yes, I have watched a parade. And then you ask,
What is parade, teacher?
this desfile.
Okay.
That's like when they close the streets and then everybody goes into the streets and there's cars and big designed cars driving through the streets and they'll throw
Yes,
like
like the St. Patrick's Day, right?
yeah, they'll do a St. Patrick's Day parade or like Mardi Gras. They'll do a lot of parades for Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So,
Okay.
but the idea here is like you ask me, have you ever watched a parade? And I say, yes, I have. Then you ask a follow-up question or like seguimiento, right? Follow-up.
Yes.
Ask another question. Like, oh, where was it? Like, what did you do? Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Have you ever had a picnic?
Yes, I have had a picnic.
How was it, teacher?
It was great. I love to make sandwiches and snacks and go hiking. And then when I get to the top of the mountain, we'll set up a blanket and eat food and enjoy the view. I love picnics. Have you ever gone on a picnic?
mm, yes, teacher. I have a few times
All right. Here in
because
Colorado?
yeah, here in Colorado and in Mexico because I like to go to the park and
Mm-hmm.
have something on your lunch bag if you want it, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, put a bed on the floor and the ground and
Yeah, you put a blanket or a towel on the
yes,
ground.
and drink something, eat something with
Yeah.
somebody and talk about everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's just nice to be outside, and relax, enjoy the fresh air while you eat and drink.
Yeah.
Like you said, just talk with somebody. Yeah. It's relaxing. It's simple. It's pretty. So I hope that maybe I'll go on a picnic to the park this weekend. But I think you have to wear a mask now
the
outside.
people the people can go to the park, so I think that we can do that.
You said people can go to the park, right? We can. Yeah, so
Yes,
we could have a
yes,
picnic.
yes, we can do that.
Yeah, you're right. So we could, but right now, yeah, I guess like you know what? I did bring my sandwich to the park the other day, so maybe I did have a picnic. But I only call it a picnic if I bring another person and we make a plan, right? If
Yes,
I just go
yeah.
to the park and eat a sandwich, well, I just walked to the park and ate a sandwich. so, so it's not really a picnic. It's more like a picnic when you have more than one person. It's like a group thing.
That is not just you.
Right, alone. Right, I can have a picnic alone.
Maybe better take run or something.
Bring some rum. Oh man. Well, maybe this weekend. We'll see. All right, but let's talk about the word take. So last class we were talking about all the different ways we use take. So try to restate these sentences with the verb take. So change the verbs. What would you say instead for number one? I am going out on a date tonight. Oh, this is a little bit difficult.
Mm,
Because you can't only change the verb. You have to change more than just the verb. You have to change the sentence. But do you remember the way we use the
I'm,
word take with a date?
I was thinking about I'm going out to take a date tonight?
So we wouldn't say that. I'm going out to take a date tonight. Say I am taking someone on a date tonight.
Okay.
I'm taking someone out on a date tonight. Because you take a person on a date.
Yes.
That's how we use it. You
Mm,
could say, I am going to take Julie out on a date tonight. Right? I'm going to take
okay.
her out tonight. Yeah. All right. What about number 2? I had 2 aspirins before class because I had the worst headache.
Mm, well, I take 2 aspirins after class because I had the worst. Because I
Headache.
have the worst headache.
Yeah. So that's right, but it would be past tense. I took 2 aspirins after.
All right. So if the sentences it is on past, I have to say took on past, take on past.
Yeah, which is took.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of I had 2 aspirins, I took 2 aspirins.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it's in past tense, you gotta keep it in the same tense. What about number 3?
Mm, the meeting was a lot longer than expected. It took almost 5 hours.
Yeah, it took almost 5 hours.
Yes.
You could change the first was as well. You could say the meeting took a lot longer than expected. It took
Okay.
almost 5 hours.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's good. What about number 4? Tom drank some water.
Tom took somewhere.
So we don't say it like that. We'd say,
Oh yeah, because we don't take water, we drink water.
right. But we can say Tom took a, do you remember the word for a little bit? What do you call it?
Slim or
Took a sip.
sip.
You say Tom took a sip of water. It's hard to remember all of these, right? But you could also say, you can say Tom took a drink of water, but we can't say took water. We have to say, I take a sip or I take a drink or I take a gulp. Remember, a gulp is like a big amount. I took
Yes,
a
the
gulp
big
of
one.
water.
Yeah.
Tom took a gulp. Cool. All right. Number 5.
So that is the only way to change the sentence.
Let me see. Tom drank some water. Tom took. That's the only way we use the word take with
The
like
first
water. Which one? Oh no, like you can say Tom took
one?
a
No,
sip.
the first one.
Okay, this one here. I'm going out on a date tonight.
No, the first one choice on the sentence 4.
Okay,
Tom
sorry.
took a sip of water.
That is correct. No, all of these are correct. You can say any of these.
All right. Okay.
These are all correct. You can say, right, Tom took a drink of water. It's like tomó un. It's like a sip.
Okay.
It's like the
Yes.
same as it. These all mean. Sip is like a small amount. A
Yes.
gulp is a big amount. A drink is just any amount. You can take a drink of water, right? But you can't just say Tom took some water. That is incorrect. Tom took some water. No, we say Tom took a drink of water. Tom took a sip of water.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, cool. All right, whenever you're ready. Number 5, I went for a walk in the park.
Well, I took a walk in the park.
I took a walk in the park. Yep. All right, number 6, please remember to come to class with your books.
Number 6.
Yeah. And here you have to you might have to change the order of the words a little bit.
Yes. Please remember, take your books to come to the class.
Almost. It's just please remember to take your books to class.
Okay.
Please remember to take your books to class.
Please remember to take.
It's like bring in that case. Please remember to bring your books to class. Please
Yes.
remember to take your books to class. All right. Yeah, whenever you're ready, number 7.
Calm down and take a breath deeply.
Calm down and take a deep breath. So that was really close. Take a deep breath.
Why changes that words?
Because deeply is an adverb, right? Deeply is an adverb. That means it describes verbs. Breathe deeply. Respire profundamente, right? But here we're talking about a deep breath. Un suspiro profundo, right? So deeply is an adverb that describes the verb to breathe. But in the second one, the verb is take. What are we taking? A breath. A breath is a thing, right? It's not a verb anymore. So it's a deep breath. Does that make sense?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. So words that end with ly are usually adverbs. They describe verbs. Yeah. Take a deep breath. All right. Whenever you're ready, number 8.
The traffic was horrible and it took 2 hours to get to Boulder.
Good, yeah. The traffic was horrible and it took 2 hours to get to Boulder. Yep.
All right.
Number 9.
Sorry, we don't take credit cards.
Sorry, we don't take credit cards. And last, number 10.
What is that we towed? We towed?
We towed. How do you say tow? I don't know. It's when a truck comes and takes your car away.
Oh, okay.
Remolcar.
Yes.
We towed our old car to the dump.
Well, we took our old car to the dump.
We took our old car to the dump. Yep. Yeah, but that's the technical word, like, oh, my car got towed, and now I have to pay $100 ticket, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. So let's continue and talk about sequential statements. So, give me 1 second. This is just talking about when we tell stories, we use words like to talk. I mean, we use transition words when we tell a story. Like, let's see. Let's just start reading the example. So, actually, you can read if you want. How about it?
All right. Last weekend, I went camping with some friends. It was an awesome trip, so I want to tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Before we went, we got together to choose the allocation. There are so many places to go, and it was a hard choice. We studied a map and decided to go to Glendor Reservoir in
Reservoir.
what? How?
This word is pronounced like French. Reservoir.
Well, I don't know French, so
It's an English word that we pronounce still like the old French pronunciation. So it's like reservoir. Reservoir.
reservoir,
Yeah.
reservoir. All right. To Glendor Reservoir in Wyoming, 4 hours north of Denver. Since we were going to go for a few days, we needed to pack and be prepared for the trip. One person offered to bring meat to grill.
Hmm.
Another and another person afforded to bring marshmallows.
Hmm.
Marshmallows. I never
Yep.
forget them. Marshmallows, chocolate. Oh, you're perfect.
That's how I like it.
Chocolate and graham crackers to make s'mores. What is a s'mores, teacher?
S'mores. Let's see if we have a picture. Is there a picture here? This is a s'more. So when we make these around a campfire, they're called s'mores.
Oh, but you do that with the chocolate.
Yes, this is what I was talking about. It has
Oh,
graham.
all right, all right.
Yeah. So it
So
has
it is
graham
like a sandwich
crackers.
with sweet things.
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like a dessert sandwich, right? So it has
But
marshmallows. If we
but
go
you
back
call
to
it s'mores.
yeah, so we call it s'mores. One
All
is
right.
called a s'more. But we're always like, hey, do you guys want to make s'mores? Like, let's make s'mores. So this is
Oh
called
no.
graham crackers. The H is silent in this word. I know that's unusual, but graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. It's like a cookie sandwich, like a dessert sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like every kid who goes camping in the United States makes s'mores. These are like a part of my childhood. They're amazing. So you should try it sometime.
Yeah, I will.
But it's just candy.
Okay. Uh, and I, of course, offered to bring a cooler full of drinks.
Yes, sir.
Finally, we were ready to go. First, we packed we packed the
Packed
car
good.
with we packed the car with all of our camping gear, like our tents. What is tents, teacher?
Tents. That's what you sleep in when you go camping. You sleep in a tent.
So it's the house.
It's this thing. You see
All
this
right.
right here on the screen?
So it's the casa de acampar.
Yeah, it's called a tent.
Okay. And how do you call when it is just the sleep, the the thing when you getting in and
Ah,
it's not a house, it's the
the sleeping bag.
sleeping bag. Okay.
You crawl into it. You get into your sleeping bag and it keeps you warm, right?
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
that's called a sleeping bag. Bolsa de dormir. Durmiendo bolsa, right?
Okay. Backpacks. What is that, teacher?
Mochilas, backpacks. Yeah.
And what do you call different?
What do you mean different?
Yeah, or all the mochilas calls backpacks.
So any bag that you carry on your back is a
Okay.
backpack. It's
All
like a
right.
bag
All
that
right.
you hold. It has straps and you carry it on your back.
Yes. Okay. All right. Lanterns and chairs. Then we left. I started to rain. It started to rain on the trip, but otherwise, what is that, sir?
It's like aparte de eso. Otherwise, other
Oh,
than that,
aparte de eso. Otherwise, it was uneventful.
It was uneventful.
What is that, sure?
It means nothing happened.
So
It was
just a trip?
uneventful. It means uneventful. Sorry, it means like other than that, nothing crazy happened. It was normal. It was uneventful. Uneventful is like normal.
Okay.
Let's see. It says tranquilo, sin novedad, sin incidentes. Uneventful.
Okay. When we got to Glendale, I went to buy a permit for our campsite. While I was buying the permit, my friends unpacked the car and set the tents up. When the sun started going down, we built a fire. Later, we sat around roasting marshmallows and telling ghost stories. It was so much fun. We spent the rest of the weekend swimming, hiking, and grilling. I can't wait. I can't wait to go camping again.
Yeah, I can't wait to go camping
I
again.
can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's some good vocabulary in there. Some good stuff.
I think that I read better than the last times.
Yeah, that was really good. So just some, let's see. Yeah, actually, yeah, most of that was really good. So here we're talking about, it says sequential statements. That's just when we tell a story, we use words like, yeah, later we sat around and did this. It was so much. Then we spent the rest of the weekend, we're talking about telling a story. Just, we use transition words to tell a story in order, right? So let's see.